A major disruption is unfolding, one that has sent shockwaves through the entire Canadian aviation industry and left travelers across the country in disbelief. Air Canada has abruptly suspended all flights, grounding its entire fleet and bringing its vast network to a sudden standstill. The shutdown began early Saturday, August 16, 2025, stranding hundreds of thousands of travelers at the height of summer vacation season when airports are usually bustling with activity. The cause: an unprecedented and massive labor dispute that has escalated beyond expectations. Over 10,000 flight attendants walked off the job after contract talks collapsed, demanding better pay, improved working conditions, and greater job security. In response, Air Canada implemented a lockout, barring workers from airport facilities and effectively shutting down all operations. This double blow, strike and lockout, has instantly paralyzed the airline, leaving no flights in or out and no staff to assist. Negotiations had dragged on for 8 months, with both sides locked in a bitter standoff and remaining far apart on key issues like wages, scheduling, and benefits. The result: 130,000 passengers affected daily, with ripple effects spreading across the travel industry, disrupting connecting flights, hotel bookings, and vacation plans. Airports are eerily quiet, planes sit idle on the tarmac, and families, business travelers, and vacationers are left scrambling for answers and alternatives. Competing airlines and other transport services are overwhelmed as people desperately search for any way to reach their destinations, causing chaos at bus and train stations. The deserted Air Canada terminals with rows of empty seats and cancelled flights on every screen stand as a stark symbol of a negotiation gone wrong and the far-reaching impact of labor unrest. The standoff pits Air Canada's management, led by COO Mark Nasser, against a determined workforce, with both sides digging in for what could be a lengthy and high-stakes battle. The company's leadership is under intense scrutiny, facing not only internal pressures but also the watchful eyes of the public and investors. On the other side, the Canadian Union of Public Employees, representing over 9,000 flight attendants, stands united on the picket lines. Their members are demanding better pay, improved working conditions, and greater job security, voicing frustrations that have built up over years. Air Canada insists its latest offer is both fair and necessary for the company's future, arguing that it balances employee needs with the airline's financial realities in a challenging industry. QPay, however, argues the offer doesn't address the real financial and workplace challenges its members face, including long hours, unpredictable schedules, and rising costs of living. The federal government, including Jobs Minister Patty Hajdu, has stepped in to mediate, hoping to broker a deal and prevent further disruption. Yet despite several rounds of talks, progress remains slow and tensions are high. The union has rejected arbitration, signaling its resolve to strike for a better deal and showing no signs of backing down, even as the standoff drags on. With no agreement in sight, the shutdown continues, causing mounting frustration for travelers and increasing pressure on all sides to find a resolution. The nation watches anxiously as the responsibility for a solution falls squarely on the airline and the union, with the outcome set to impact not just the company, but the entire country. At the heart of the ongoing dispute between Air Canada and its flight attendants are two major issues: pay and unpaid work. These concerns have been building for years, as employees say their efforts are not being fairly recognized or compensated. Flight attendants argue that their wages have failed to keep pace with inflation, leaving many struggling to make ends meet. They are demanding a significant raise to reflect the rising cost of living and the essential nature of their work. Another key demand is compensation for the time spent on pre-flight duties, tasks like safety checks and cabin preparation, which are currently unpaid, despite being crucial for passenger safety and comfort. In response, Air Canada presented a final offer, a 38% total compensation increase over 4 years, which includes not just higher wages, but also improved benefits and pensions for its staff. The company maintains that this proposal would make its flight attendants the best paid in the country, setting a new industry standard for compensation. However, the union strongly disagrees, pointing out that the initial 8% raise is far too low to address the immediate financial pressures faced by workers, especially as living expenses continue to climb. As a result, QPay, the union representing the flight attendants, rejected the deal, citing not only the lack of immediate relief, but also the failure to resolve several core issues that matter most to their members. With both sides standing firm, the divide remains deep, fueling the ongoing strike and leaving the future of negotiations uncertain. The strike's impact is immediate and severe. 130,000 travelers are stranded every single day, facing uncertainty and stress. Many, like Alex LaRoche, face canceled vacations and skyrocketing prices for alternative flights, making travel plans nearly impossible. Some Canadians are stuck abroad, unsure when they'll get home or how long they'll have to wait. Air Canada offers refunds, but rebooking is nearly impossible during peak season, leaving many without options. The travel chaos ripples out. Hotels, tour operators, and rental agencies all lose business and face mounting losses. Cargo shipments are delayed, affecting companies nationwide and disrupting supply chains. Competing airlines are overwhelmed and prices soar as demand far exceeds supply. The disruption highlights how a single labor dispute can paralyze an entire industry in just days. Empty airports and canceled plans are now the new normal for countless travelers. What's next? The strike and lockout will persist until a new deal is reached. Federal mediators are intensifying efforts, but a breakthrough remains elusive. Even with a tentative agreement, flight attendants must vote to ratify it, a process that takes several days. Restarting Air Canada's global operations could take a week or even more. The government faces calls for back-to-work legislation, a last resort measure to end the shutdown. For now, travelers, employees, and the airline remain in limbo. The strike could end quickly, or drag on for weeks if neither side budges. Until then, Canada's skies stay quiet, and thousands wait for a resolution.